So you ever look at a defender and think, I'm going up against you today, and I'm going to be in for it?
The first time I ever did that, the way that you're describing it, was at Aston Villa. We played Tottenham, and it was Sol Campbell, and it was one of my early games again. And I remember looking across and thinking, oh, no, I came on as a sub, thinking, oh my God, I've got to play against Sol Campbell. And it was fear, I'm not going to lie. There's no words to describe it other than saying, I was scared. It was like, what's it going to feel like when he tackles me? What's it going to feel like when he fouls me? What's it going to feel like when he comes through the back of me and wins the headers? You know, am I going to recover from that? Am I going to be knocked out? You know what I mean? Literally, because I'd watch these players, you know, for weeks. And then there was fear there, but I got through it. I survived. And again, it allowed me to harness sort of this competitive edge where if I can handle that, then I don't need to be worried, you know, about anything. Realising the things that affected him and made him in a situation that he had fear of me. You know, I was carrying things as well. I was bringing some things to the party. I had pace, I had skill, I could score goals. Hearing him say to the defender, no, you mark him, you mark him. You know, things like that. Things used to start to bolster me after a while. And after that game, I never felt like that again. But I do admit I did have that feeling. And fear is a big part of making it as a footballer. You have to overcome your fears. You have to suppress them. You have to be able to avoid, you know, that feeling, the anxiety that comes with it. And I had a lot of it certainly coming into the game. And Sol Campbell is somebody, again, I played with him for England. Yeah. So I've been able to sit down and speak to him and realise that he's a human being, not some big massive robot, you know. So you get over it after a period of time, but it's something that you have to go through. It's difficult, and I'm happy that I got through it.
One thing that amazed me, I've done quite a bit of work with Sol, not so much since he became a manager, but one is the size of his legs, which is huge, but how fast he was as a player, deceptively fast, because he's what, 6'3", I would say?
He's huge.
But he's so fast as well.
Strong, quick.
Strong, of course, yeah.
These are the players I had the most problems against, because a question, you're probably going to ask it me at some point, who's the hardest player that I played against? I always get asked that, and I'll be thankful if you don't ask it me, because I've answered it so many times, but I'll answer it now so I don't have to. The quick, the strong, the guys that can play football are the hardest ones to play against. Rio Ferdinand, Ledley King, Sol Campbell. These guys, if they were asked to in training, certainly in training because I've seen it happen, could play as striker. Think about that for a minute. They could play as a striker. They're agile, they can move quickly, they're good on the ball. So if they've got those skills as well as their defensive skills, they tend to know what I'm trying to do. You know, more than a defender who's, you know, not able to do those things. If you think about it, if they're able to do some of the things that I can do, they can tell when I'm going to try and do it. And they'd be close to being in the same, you know, physical place as me in terms of speed. You know, they'd be right there with me because they'd guessed what I was trying to do. I used to always find it difficult playing against those players, but it was a test. I knew that I'd have to be at my best if I was playing against them. I'd have to be at my quickest. I'd have to be my most fit. And I couldn't be moaning about my thighs hurting or anything like that, you know. So I'm thankful for those players, and those are the players that I always think about when I think about how difficult it is to actually be a striker.